Because on our poultry farm, you have had like 3 to 4 cases whereby you find out that you are living abroad and you want to set up a successful poultry farm here in Kenya or any other place here in Africa. How can you be able to set up the most successful poultry farm or any other kind of farm here in Africa? What are the measures that you should take so as that you can be able to set up that successful farm? In this video, I will tell you 5 factors that you have to consider so as you can be able to set up your poultry farm. The wise words from a wise man. In today's video, I will explain everything. So keep on watching. Make sure you like the video and comment down below where you are watching us from and where you would like to set up your profitable and sustainable poultry farming venture. So guys, what should you take into consideration if you really want to start a successful poultry farm? Okay, so what are the things that you should do? As you can see, our chicken are really going on properly. They're laying for us lots and lots of eggs, as you can see. So what should you do so as you can be able to get lots of eggs as we are getting on our poultry farm, whereas you are living far away in a different country? So you are saying, I've lived in this country for many years. You can see the production is super well. You can see the production is way better. So you are saying that you are living in this other country and you really want to come back to Kenya or to come back to this African country whereby you want to set up your investment. So as you can have some early retirement, or maybe you have become older and you want to set up the farm. So you want to start investing. So when you come back to Kenya, you have something that you can lean on. What are the factors that you should do so as you have to have a successful poultry farm? First of all, you have to make sure that you have a proper system. What do I mean when I say you should have a proper system? A proper system is whereby you set up a poultry farm with the correct measures of security. I'm starting with that because that is the most crucial thing. Security on your poultry farm. That is the most crucial, or on your farm that you want to set up. What are the factors of the things that you should do? The first of all, make sure that you have set a perimeter wall or a good fence in an area that you want to set your poultry farm. That is the first thing. The second thing, make sure that you have installed CCTV cameras all over the place. Even make sure that you have CCTV in every corner of that poultry sector or that poultry house or that poultry farm. Because I realized the most crucial factor of production, which is labor, is the most expensive one that can really make you money, or it is the most expensive one that can make you lose a lot of money. Why am I saying this? Labor, if you have workers who are thieves, they can steal you dry. So if you don't have proper systems of security on that poultry farm, you may end up finding out that you are investing your money, but your money is being eaten by the people that you have employed on your poultry farm. So the only thing that you have to do, you have to make sure that you have put a good perimeter wall, you have put systems that can enable you not to be stolen from. Because yes, you can get people who can be able to work on that poultry farm, but the biggest problem that we found on our poultry farm is not the thieves that come from the outside. The thieves are the ones that come from the inside. The persons that are working for you, those ones are the ones that will coordinate a scheme so that you can end up finding out that these people can come and steal from your poultry farm. The people that are working on your poultry farm, those are the biggest culprits that can be involved in stealing on your poultry farm. So when you want to set up a poultry farm here in Kenya or anywhere, any other place in Africa, maybe you are in the United States, or maybe you are living in Qatar or in the UAE or Dubai, any place, and you want to set up a successful poultry farm, make sure that thing is taken into consideration. The second factor that really need to be taken into consideration is that you really need to also put a good number of chicken. For example, if you are living in the US or you are living any other place, and maybe you are setting up a poultry farm, so as that you can come back so that you can be able to lean on it. Make sure you are putting a good number of chicken. A good number, I'm meaning 500 chicken and above. Don't put like only 200 or 100 chicken. You won't be able to fill the investment that you are putting over there. The good number is 500 chicken and above. So if you are able to rear around 500 chicken and above, then I can tell you that you will be able to get something out of the venture that you will have invested in. And that is what I want. I want to make sure that you are really getting something out of the venture that you have invested in. Another factor that you really need to take into consideration and be really serious about it. It may seem very funny, but that is the big reason why these people can steal from you. Make sure that you are providing enough food for the people that are rearing the chicken on your poultry farm. Because if you don't provide enough food for these guys, they will end up selling your eggs so that they can be able to buy feeds or food, so that, and also they can end up selling your chicken. So make sure you are giving them enough food so as they can't be able to steal from you. And also, there are some other measures that you should put across. Make sure when this person that you have employed, the laborer that has come onto your poultry farm so that you can employ, make sure they sign a contract. And that contract must have some clauses, of which if that person, for example, if one chicken or two chicken disappears, that person can be able to account for it. You see? So if you find out that, for example, you have 500 chicken, and you come and when you do your recounting, you find out that you have around 455 chicken and there are 45 chicken missing, and maybe in the accounts of that person that has kept is saying that only like 15 chicken died. So you keep on wondering, where are the other 30 chicken? So on that clause, make sure if a chicken disappears, you can put a very huge penalty so as you can make the laborer fear to steal from you. For example, you can say, for every one chicken that disappears on my poultry farm, you will be able to pay 10,000 shillings. Why am I saying this? 10,000 shillings is like $100. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because one chicken, you will put it like this, you will calculate in this way. One chicken will be able to produce to you around 300 to 400 eggs of its lifetime. So if one person decides and sell that chicken from your poultry farm, that is a huge loss of around 10,000 Kenyan shillings, which is around $100. So you have to put huge penalties like that. So in case of anything that disappears on your poultry farm, and the person, when you do your records, maybe you find an M-Pesa statement whereby M-Pesa statement is whereby, or the bank statement, you see money coming in from the outside, and when you ask the person about the name of the person that has sent the money, they don't know. So when you see such cases on your poultry farm, you will know that that person is guilty and would have stolen from your poultry farm. Yes, you can have theft from the outside, but if it is theft internally, make sure you put huge penalties so as they can make these people who want to steal from you fear. Because if you become too lenient, these people can really mess you big time. On our farm, we have had incidences of many of our laborers. At each time and every time that we employ a person, they turn out to become thieves. And I think that is the biggest problem societally here as Africans and even as Kenyans. Because you find out, I think this thing comes down from the politicians all the way down, because the politicians, they keep on stealing the money and looting the money and looting the coffers dry. So that one even transmits down to the people. Because even usually people say you are always close to the people that resemble you. Even people end up choosing people who are thieves. And for the laborers that you want to put on your poultry farm, make sure you are putting laborers that share a vision with you, that share a passion with you, are laborers that want you to succeed, that they want to help you achieve your vision and achieve your dreams. Don't just bring laborers on your poultry farm because you're saying, oh, this is the son to my aunt, or This is the son to my son, to the son of the uncle of the aunt. If you want to help the relatives, help them where they are. Or maybe if you are helping them, just buy for them some 50 chicken or 100 chicken, so as they can be able to be helped. But don't involve lots of relatives in your business, because you can't put the huge penalties on your relatives. But when you have employed people who want to come onto your poultry farm or into your business and mess with you, then you can put some huge penalties on them, and that will make them fear. Your intention is not just to make them to pay the penalties, but to make them fear so that they cannot be able to mess you big time. Because this is a business and we want you to succeed. We don't want you just to be playing games all over here. You are there in the diaspora. You have worked your ass off. You have worked like 16 hours a day, and you really want to come back so that you can enjoy your early retirement. You can invest in the poultry sector and you can be profitable. You can either decide you have to come back so as you can start, but the better way is that you can start if you get the best people, so as you can be able to succeed on your poultry farm. Because I realized labor is the best, is the most crucial factor of production. And if you have the best laborers on your poultry farm, then you'll be able to succeed. That is what just I have thought about. If you have the best laborers, you'll be able to succeed. All the things that you wished and dreamt of doing in the poultry industry, or doing in anything in the poultry sector, or in any kind of farming, if you have the best laborers who are dedicated to the work, then you'll be able to succeed. And that is what I keep on insisting in this video. So make sure that you're giving your laborers enough food, and also make sure that you're giving your laborers the best instructions, so as they can be able to make you succeed. Last but not least, so as you can be able to curb the thefts on your poultry farm, make sure you have installed that CCTV. Even on our poultry farm, we have had a lot of incidents like this, whereby you find out that a laborer is not dedicated to the work. So you have to make sure that you have set up a CCTV, so that CCTV can be able to monitor everything that is happening on your poultry farm. It can be connected to a Wi-Fi, whereby even if you are outside the country, you can be able to monitor how your poultry farm is doing. So, for example, if someone just enters into your poultry farm, you can just say, I have seen someone entering my poultry farm. What is he doing or her doing there? If you do that, then they will be able to know that you are watching them, and they will have fear to do the mischievous things that they can do. So make sure you follow that, because on our poultry farm we have had like 3 to 4 cases whereby you find out that these young laborers come and they steal from you. They can steal from you dry, my friend. I'm telling you, you can be doing everything right, but if you don't have a dedicated team, the team is what can always make you win. Even in football you hear about, you're saying that this season's team is not performing well. It's all about the team. You can't win yourself. You can't win on your own. If you have a dedicated team, then you can be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve in this game. So guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. So if you are able to follow all those things, then you will be able to have a successful poultry farming venture, even if you are outside the country. The problem is that my phone has kept on overheating. So at every time I found out that I've recorded blanks, so I keep on recording. And you know, when you do the re-recording, the content doesn't come out the way you had put it in the first place. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.